YouTube? YouTube what?
Do you watch YouTube?
I'm on YouTube. I don't watch TV.
I'm gonna be that guy today.
All right. Hello, YouTube.
Yo,
And we're going live in, what is it, 25?
live at 25. You ever been there?
Never been there.
Neither have I.
Never heard of her. Just hope she's alive. 3, 2, 1.
I like that.
Thank you, sir.
Is this a large?
Yes. Oversized large.
Gonna cop me one of those.
Oversized, over.
Oh, did they all come in this week? All the clothing. Anything you don't like?
No.
Oh well, fuck me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck me, right?
I've never bought something and not regretted it. If it's a bunch of stuff, and why don't I buy that? Yeah. Welcome back. Episode 25 of the PB&J Podcast. The round quarter. 1/4 for Meredith. Oh. Fractions, decimals, percents. We're 25. 25 and under, just like John. If it was July, it'd be our birthday. Oh. Happy belated birthday, dude. But I'm 27, so we got 2 more episodes to go. We got to double it to get to yours. Oh, old Joe, go. I am going gray, by the way. Just FYI. I want gray. I want salt and pepper in my beard. I'm tired of this red. Dog. It always looks better in video, but it's so thin. What's thin? My beard.
Is it?
Yeah, look at that. It's all thin.
You gotta water it, bro. I'm growing. Yeah.
Mustache is fine.
Spit in there.
Saliva it. Might as well just go straight stash. Ooh. 70s porn shoot. Ooh. So what's going on?
How we doing?
All good. All good. Wagwan?
25 episodes. Got a question regarding podcasts. Have you guys ever not wanted to do a record an episode on a Sunday? Like where you just didn't feel like recording that day? Or has that never crossed your mind at all? It's just part of your routine at this point. But or has there ever been like, damn, we got to record today? Fuck.
It was more of like just more of like it thrown like the first opening weekend of football or something like that. Like, how are we gonna do it? Like, it's gonna get in the way. Like, I really want to watch football, or maybe like EPL, same thing. It's like, shit. But as far as like my mood of actually doing it, no, because I do enjoy it. Like, even if like going into it, like, we gotta do a podcast, like, okay. But then once I'm in it, it's like, okay, this is fun as fuck.
Yeah,
it's part of the fun fun day. Yeah. Some Tuesday nights, I just have no energy though. I mean, honestly, I get off work and I'm like, oh god.
That's same.
But then once the viewers get on and interact, it's like, okay, well, this made it fun.
Yeah. Shameless plug on Tuesday nights. We do a live YouTube stream on fantasy football, talk about soccer, talk about college football. So come through.
You still have to use that S word. I mean, they're out. It's football now. There's no more soccer teams left in this tournament. There's only football teams.
Still soccer.
It's football.
Agree to disagree.
No.
Agree to disagree.
Disagree. It's like 269 countries versus 1.
Soccer.
So in 2026, it's World Cup of Soccer.
I really don't care if it's called soccer or football.
Shameless, not so shameless prediction update from Tuesday. I'll touch on it this Tuesday as well, but I did call 2 upsets that did happen this week.
Ooh.
TCU and USC both lost. Ooh. Predicted right. LSU lost by, basically 3 touchdowns. Rest in peace. But we're not going to get in that right now. We'll do that on Tuesday. You win some, you lose most. Win some, you lose most.
Yeah, no, I'm probably like the same as John. It's not that I've ever not wanted to do it. It's just I suppose, timing. Sometimes, like at the moment, I'm watching the World Cup while we're doing this. So it's like, there's things that you would normally do, I suppose, and this is the time slot. But it's once you start doing it, it doesn't stop anything that was going to go on either way. So, and it gets me. It gets me up in the morning. I know that I have to do this.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's never. I think Tuesday is a little bit harder for me, but Sunday, it's like it's never like I'm not in the mood to do it. But there are other things that I'm like, damn, I want to do this real quick, but then podcast. So it's just fitting in the podcasts to our schedules. But overall, I've always wanted to do it.
So it's almost like prioritizing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Putting it in front of something, even if it's not that. Like it's kind of unfortunate if someone's going to be out. It is what it is. But so far, we've covered that pretty easily. Next week, going to be a fill-in role. Fill-in role by someone, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. We'll do a worst case. We'll do the B and the J, or the B and the P, or the P and the B. Yeah,
P and the B, P and the B. P.
No BJs. No BJs.
Or we might toss in an egg in there,
an egg,
or a marmalade.
We'll
see. We'll see.
Yeah, big week. Not so big week.
Fast week. Yeah. Only a 4-day work week for me. Played a little golf tournament on Friday. Quite possibly might have been the worst round of golf I've ever played in my life. Top it off, it was freezing cold out there. Came back with one less club due to a minor incident that happened. That was absolutely hilarious. One of my teammates may or may not have thrown a club in my backswing, which was also my club that I let him borrow as a joke, and didn't want it to land exactly perfectly where it did, but it did. Made contact, and the head separated from the shaft. So came back with one less club. But man, it was a great time. It was absolutely a great time. Thank God the sun came out after like noon because it was cold. We had the visor up on the golf court. We had the hoodies on. We did not look like golfers out there. We looked like people trying to survive. nor did we play like golfers.
Would you say the cold impacted your performance?
I mean, maybe slightly. As bad as that was, though. Oh, dude, I can't chalk it up to anything.
Yeah, chalk it up to the cold.
Man, that was rough. I hit, honestly, in the round of golf, I hit the fewest balls off the ground I've ever hit. A lot of worm burners. Topped the shit out of balls. Just pulling up in my swing way too early. And I did hit a couple flush ones that, got us on the green, stuff like that, short mid range. But woo, I don't know if we played a single one of my drives off the tee box. There was a par 5. It was about damn near 600 yards. So it's kind of like one of those, you just grip it and rip it.
Yeah.
Dude, I put a ball probably four fairways over to the right because it sliced so hard. I guarantee you that ball, when it stopped rolling, it was probably 300 yards from the tee box, but it was almost at a 90-degree angle. Dude. I told Mike, because I think Corey put one in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
And so we have nothing to lose now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Dude, I was like, damn, that thing's almost got centripetal force. It's about to orbit the earth. But yeah, probably killed some cat next door.
Slice of bread.
Oh, it was bad. But it was fun. Golf is like fishing, If you don't catch anything, you still have fun. However, at least golf, you actually get to golf, whereas fish, you might just be holding a pole, jerking a string for quite some time.
Ooh.
What about you when you play football? Does the cold impact your performance at all?
I think once you get warmed up, like those first touch, I played probably the coldest I played.
Oh, that's a good question.
Over here was the coldest I played. Obviously in England it's cold, but it's rainy. It's not freezing. It's like sloppy 40 degrees, just like a mud bath.
Nasty.
Yeah, you don't have any dribbling skills. Those games, they're kind of like you just try and pass your way through things. But over here, it's all flat, freezing cold. Like I think the coldest game was, I think it was like 26 degrees.
What?
Yeah, so it was in the first thing in the morning when I was playing in the ADSL league. There's like semi-pros and people who used to be pro, coming back and playing early 30s and stuff like that. So it was good competition. But
26 degrees.
It was 26. It was like 8 in the morning. It was on a Sunday. So a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. Drive down. It's probably about an hour and 15-minute drive down towards Atlanta, past Atlanta.
Jeez. How old were you?
I was 19.
Okay,
maybe?
okay, yeah.
So I knew it was cold, getting out of the house and getting in the car, feeling good in the car, getting down there. And then as soon as you step out and it felt maybe colder than when I woke up, and you see your breath and all that kind of stuff, and you're like, maybe get warmed up a little bit. I stepped out. Once you put your boots on and you step on the field, and there was no movement. It was just like rock hard. And my feet started to almost like freeze, like kind of like curl up, and I had no control that like first half because my feet almost felt like they were just like
tensing up,
crippled and tensing up. So every time I got the ball, I just booted it and just tried to run because I just couldn't feel the ball. It was like my feet were numb. The second half got going, and it was a lot better then. Obviously, the sun comes out a little bit, and it might have warmed to like freezing, maybe around about 32. But that first 45 minutes was difficult, not only from a control, but also like breathing and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah, it was. And I feel bad for the goalkeepers.
Yeah, because you stay stagnant.
Yeah, stagnant. And
when that ball hits them,
when the ball comes to you, like your hands are going to be friggin' cold too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it definitely
impacts your performance.
Impacts the performance. That one did for the first half.
Yeah.
I remember that game well just because I've never played a 45 minutes like that in my life, just because I didn't want the ball because I didn't know what I could do. I was like, I don't know if I'm touching the ball because I can't feel my feet.
Damn. Yeah, that is
26.
Did you wear like leggings or like long sleeve underneath?
Long sleeve compression shirt.
Yeah.
Not the leggings, but just the long sleeve compression shirt. Yeah.
I bet getting tackle on that would suck.
Oh my
too.
God.
Yeah, is that turf or is it
grass?
Grass.
Yeah. So it was just rock solid. Like
kicking a bowling ball.
Falling down, it felt like you broke your body. It's like, something's broken. But no, it was a fun game all in all. I remember that one well, just because of that. We ended up winning 1-0. It was a good game, but the first 45, I think everyone was just struggling.
Son of a bitch.
Damn.
I couldn't imagine 26, even in sports I played, not soccer, but even sports I played. No, football is the coldest game I've ever played. It's probably like 40s. But then we played one that was high 40s. It wasn't as cold, but then it rained. That was rough.
Oh, I bet
that was rough. Freshman year, so you're standing on the sideline and you're just freezing, doing nothing, and you make some choices that you regret after you change. Would disclose that.
Would you rather play in really cold temperatures or really hot temperatures? So say if you're playing in 25-degree weather or 100-degree weather, which one would you rather?
I've never played in like the cold, like 20 something degrees, like 40s, 50s. I played pickup basketball and stuff outside. It sucks. And I've, over the summer played in 90-degree weather and stuff outdoors. I would say I prefer This is a tough question, but I'm gonna say basketball outdoors at 90 degrees to 100-degree weather. Yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, I've never
Going
played
hot.
25 for football, but football I would go. I mean, I have probably played 100-degree practice and stuff, so just might as well go 100-degree. That was at a time where I was acclimated. If I tried to play football right now in 100, I would die on that field. 100%.
It's
Get the medevac. We need it.
Yeah, we play at this park. We played pickup basketball over the summer at this park outdoors, and it's known to have like homeless people around the area, and they'll come over to the park and kind of like chill under the gazebo or whatever they have over there. And sometimes you'll see like eggs, right? And there's one time where we saw an egg just fried on the ground. Yeah, it was that hot outside when we played. It was just like, yo, that's nuts.
God.
I mean, it sucks. Hot weather definitely sucks. But if you hydrate enough, you'll be able to get 30 minutes in. All right.
Yeah. Then get acclimated. You're fine.
Yeah.
That was the thing. When I moved here, the first like real summer I had here, I blacked out on the field.
Huh?
Oh.
I was not acclimated at all. I probably didn't take in enough fluids, but I didn't realize what playing like in the middle of the summer was like. So
was it grass or turf?
Grass.
Turf was worse.
Oh,
yeah, it's like a mirror that bounces the heat right back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hated playing on turf, but this was grass. It was at Stars. And there's still people I talk to this day who ask me about it and they make fun of me.
So what happened? Like you were playing and then you just fell?
I was playing. I was literally playing. I felt fine. And I think I was almost like getting ready to pass the ball. Like I had the ball. So everyone was looking at me and I went to like kick the ball and I just fell and I just don't remember anything until I got to the sideline. And like they picked me up and got me into the sideline and put some water on me, and I'd passed out. And it was just because of the heat exhaustion. I went back in and played, but I took loads of. I'd never come across that before. You know, the hottest in England I play is maybe 70 degrees.
Oh wow!
And it's not like humid heat.
Yeah.
Here it's. I mean, you're drenched before you even start running. So
yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
So I'd probably, because thinking of the guys out in Qatar, like these professional athletes who are playing in, you know, close to 100 degree weather, and they're still struggling, I'd probably choose the cold because I can get warmed up. But with the heat, you can't really cool down, especially in that game because you're constantly back and forth. It's difficult, you know, when you're uncontrollably sweating and it's coming in your eyes and it's
Ew.
But yeah, no, I'd probably take the cold in that sport at least.
Yeah, that's a good call out in that sport. That makes sense
because it's just so and especially because I was centre midfield, so I was back and forth, no time really to rest. So I'd probably take the cold. But there's other sports where I'd take the heat.
Yeah.
If you're just standing around. If I was a goalkeeper, yeah, give me the heat. Give me the heat. Everyone else, no.
Because everything hurts worse when it's cold.
Oh, it does.
When you smash your finger, it's like, oh, I just want to cut it off. Just cut it off. Just here. Fucking cut it off.
I remember getting pelted with the ball like in my thigh, and it left, you know, like the big it basically, you know, left the Nike tick on the skin. I was like, gee, what? Felt like my leg had broken. It was like, I felt it for probably like half an hour. It was just stinging in that cold weather. But yeah, shout out Wim Hof and his cold therapy.
Yeah.
But
you referenced it earlier, playing in the cold. When I was a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing, and especially so since I'm from Louisiana, you know, we get like 2 to 3 weeks of winter. That's about it. We'll get into the teens for a week. My entire childhood, I lived in Louisiana for about 23 years. we've had 2 ice. I'll call it ice days. It's not snow. It's just ice. Just ice at that point. There ain't nothing snow about it. It's all ice. It falls, freezes, ice. And so I like the cold to a sense of like, it's cool. It's something I've never experienced. But man, when you're a kid and you just walk outside and you can fake cigarette smoke with that.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a fucking badass middle school
now.
little faggot. Look over, mom's actually smoking, but I am breath man. I may or may not have done the waterman this morning in the shower. You know when you get the water on your arm and because I had some shit on my tub, like some I shaved my head and there was still hair on the side of the tub. I was like, there's only one man to call. Waterman. So dumb. Dumb.
We need candid cameras.
No, we do.
Yeah, we do. We need to put one there. Put one in the bathroom.
Waist up. Yeah, I was like, let me get that freaking hair off.
Yeah. So let's speak about the elephant in the room. The no man, no myth, no legend. Steroid King. AKA Liver King. Was anyone surprised?
Here, listen here. If there is any human on this planet that is surprised, not by the amount, because that was an absurd amount.
It was.
That's a lot of money. And that was just on HGH. That wasn't all the steroids that he listed in the email, like Deca, Winstrol. That shit adds up too. If anyone was surprised that this guy's on steroids, you're just ignorant. Then you're just an
That's on you.
Yeah,
that's
you're
on
an
you.
ignorant human. But I was very surprised at how much it was.
Oh.
I mean, it's $12,000 just on HGH. That didn't call Winstrol, Deca. There's a few other ones on there. One other one I recognize. The other, like 6, I did not. I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, the only thing I have to say is like after listening to him on a few podcasts recently, like I feel like he never came out and said I am on steroids. But like at the Bradley Martin one, Bradley
He alluded to it.
Yeah, and he's like, so I do that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to do is So I feel like I don't know why it's as big of a shock. Maybe it's just more of the finally. So he declared it. But
the science behind it coming out.
Yeah.
Probably people were, shock is not the right word, right? I mean, like, if you're shocked, then you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like the shock is probably from how much he's putting into it, how much he's taking, which is ridiculous amounts.
Yeah.
But after seeing, the exposure video and all that kind of stuff, and then some people coming out, his followers or something like that, who actually believed it, and they're like, not salty about it, but like, I can't believe he lied to us and stuff like that. It's like, good Lord.
Like, how gullible are you, at some point?
You really think
that's all natural?
It's still questionable about his abs, because his abs don't move. If you watch him walk, you watch him sit, you watch him do anything,
stuck
breathe.
in place.
They're just,
are they like implants?
What they're questionable is the ab etching, so taking away the fat away from that area, and basically it just looks like a shield.
Yeah,
and it's like an old like Chuck Liddell, like built out, looks like a keg almost. But he's got, strong men have those cores, but it's just like how defined it is the whole time. So I think that's still up in the air. The main thing is the steroids. If you have, people have implants and things like that, plastic surgery done here and there, it's like, okay, fine. That doesn't necessarily harm you, internally. But the amount of steroids, how long's this man got left on the planet, John? If he's been doing this dose for who knows how long.
I'd say it's a good thing he's eating liver. He's getting all those nutrients. But I also heard this was before all this happened. This was kind of after he blew up about the liver. People were talking like, because he pretty much says like you eat the organs and that's the most nutrient dense, which I think that is pretty factual. But I don't know if it was like a nutritionist that came out or something like that. Like they were breaking down the nutrients in like liver specifically, since that's his biggest thing. And they were like, listen, if you eat this, I don't know, 6 ounces of liver, you could also eat this, this, and this, which is normal everyday foods for most people, and you would get the same amount of nutrients as that liver. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, liver though, right?
Yeah.
But man, I didn't watch any. I haven't seen any footage or any podcast or any interview after this has all happened. I haven't watched anything. Just as at the end of the day, I guess I didn't put any much. I didn't have much invested in this. Yeah. I saw this and I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All I know is that it got leaked through an email.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was. Is it Derek at More Plates, More Dates? I think he was one of the main ones who kind of exposed it, I suppose, on a larger scale. I don't know. Rogan had him on, and they were talking a little bit about Joe Rogan has. This is like his golden egg. He's like, finally, this shit's come out. He's just going hard on it. It's funny to see, but it was just like when we were speaking about steroids, a few weeks back or whenever it was, maybe a month or so ago, and it's just like the thing comes down to is he was profiting off this
by a lot.
And he still is, and he'd let you know in
every podcast
in the video, in his confession video, he's like, I was rich, and social media wasn't a thing. He's like, now I'm still rich, probably richer, but I'm exposed on social media now. So it's like that was the main switch, and obviously you're gonna get gone after if you're looking like this and talking like that. So, and I don't think from the start, I don't think it would have harmed him as much if he's, started off, do this, and that, but this is the lifestyle I live as well.
That's what I agree with it. And that's also how I took it after hearing his podcast. But if he would have just been more vocal about it, this wouldn't even been a thing. Like, okay, he just spends a lot of money on steroids.
Yeah, I don't care that you take steroids. Just say that you do. And then, because the message that he preaches, pretty good, like overall, like how to live your life, like mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. It's a good message. But I mean, like lying about not taking steroids, definitely iffy.
That's the thing that I think harms the reputation, is because I was listening to a little bit on, I think it was Rogan or wherever it was, and they were basically saying like people who've known him for a long time, even off camera and stuff like that, he would still deny it. And those people are now like, well, how can you ever trust anything that this guy says anymore? Because he's been denying for so long off camera to people who, kind of like in quotes, trusted him.
Yeah, like his own business partner.
Yeah.
Peter
Saladino.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think Peter's an idiot if he didn't.
Oh, I don't think that. It's difficult to say if people actually believed him.
Yeah.
Or if they were.
It's like a PR thing to say.
Yeah. And the thing that I heard, which I thought was quite funny, was like, I think Rogan said something like, when you think you're the smartest person in the room, but you don't realize that you're like
surrounded by idiots.
No, you're the idiot, but you think you're the smartest, and then when when it all comes to light and you realize you look more idiotic than what you were at first. So it's like the people you're surrounded by, you think you can take advantage of them, basically. And just like his, I think 1.5 million followers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's got like 3 or 4 different supplement lines too. It's like, man, he has made a lot of money. Now, I don't know the specifics of his supplement line. I would imagine he's got the basic supplements too, like men's everyday vitamin. I'm sure he sells like vitamin C, D, and all that. I'm sure it's not all liver stuff.
Which you should take.
Yeah. Now, granted, he might be mixing it in the same vial. We might get, you tested for PEDs, you might get popped, John Jones.
Yeah, like, I don't know. This guy, I mean, he's clearly playing a character on YouTube and stuff. just didn't like that he denied it for so long. And then he did kind of imply that he was taking something on Bradley Martin's podcast, because Bradley kept like asking the question, and Bradley, come on, dude.
Bradley said, "Look, dude, I had to ask you.
Yeah.
All right, I had to ask you." But yeah, he mentioned like, yeah, but he pushed it away immediately. He's like, yeah, I do that, but what I'm saying is, it's like,
that's
no,
not
that's
a
big
point.
butt.
Yeah,
that ain't just a butt.
Yeah,
that's
like,
it. This can right here, that is factual. All right, I can't drink that, and this can gets that big. Okay,
yeah.
I injected it with something.
Overall, he does, preach a good message, but it is tainted now with how he approached the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like it's no longer. The one thing I will say to compliment him before this is like it seemed authentic and it seemed genuine. Not him himself, because there's a little character.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely playing a role, but it was genuine and authentic what he was trying to preach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you literally have tainted that, and you have thrown all that out the window.
Yeah.
Like I agree with you. If he would from the beginning be like, listen, I'm a 40-something, 50 whatever year old guy. I take testosterone as well as these line of steroids. This is what I do. Because there's people out there, like even on TikTok, they're open about it. Like, I'm on trend and blah, blah, blah. Watch, this is my body growth. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see what the steroids do. That's kind of cool. That's all he had to say from the get-go. And like, he would be fine now. It wouldn't have been a big thing. Now,
I really don't. Yeah.
Still, people would have been shocked about the money of it. I mean, that's a lot of fucking money on steroids.
Like, everyone loves Bradley Martin, and he's so open about it. You know what I mean? And I listened because the message he preaches, it's very good. Like, just be open about it. You'll probably be more successful, because when you get caught in the lie,
that's the
you
thing.
lose everything.
That's the thing, especially when you question the whole time. You're trying to push it.
Yeah, that's right. He's been questioned about it and he's denied it. Like, and then when you get caught, that's a lot worse. That's a lot worse. If someone questions you, just answer truthfully. You'll probably take some heat, but not as much as you're about to get.
Yeah.
So
did you read the email? The actual email? Yeah.
So I watched the hour whatever documentary, not documentary, what's it called? Like YouTube video that more plates, more dates.
Yeah.
Put out. I watched that hour. The email was like very aggressive in my opinion. Did you watch the video?
I didn't watch that video. I saw I really just took the contents of like what he was taking, and I was just seeing kind of like what was there, but I didn't read too much of it. I listened to the Kenny KO thing. Because I know obviously he's been pushing it. He met him out in Vegas as well and was kind of like, I'm on this, what are you taking? Just like lighthearted and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw like maybe like a 6-minute video of him talking about the email. So what was the email like? What was the body of the email? The main thing where you say it was like aggressive?
Yeah, he was like, it just sounded so desperate to like get help. Like he reached out to a bodybuilder or a trainer, and he established like a plan that he wanted to put in place where he wanted to he had this idea to grow his business in a year and make this much money. He wanted to gain like 1 million followers by a specific date, and he needed help with maintaining his body fat percentage at a low amount and lose as he described, back fat and love handles. And he thought that this person could help him do that. And then it went through, the guy came back to him, asking him about his day, his eating habits and all that crap. And then he was like, yeah, man, like I do this. I live this lifestyle. I have everyone come to me. I'm really trying to, lose this fat and let's do it. Let's get this together. Let's do this. Like he was so like desperate, it felt like in the email, to find someone to help him out, or this person to help him out. Then the trainer comes back to him asking him like, what does he take now? And then he, spills everything.
Yeah, I read that specific email is what I read. The 2 big bodies and then the list of stuff.
Yeah.
That email, when I read it, I was like, he sounds like almost like a frat boy who wants to get shredded.
Yeah.
Thing. He's like, yeah, so my whatever physical fucking trainer, whatever. Yeah. Like, he told me to get on this, and maybe my body, like, I have a high tolerance for it. Maybe I need to double that shit.
Yeah,
because I really do have bad fat pockets on my love handles. We need to knock this shit out. I was like,
yeah.
I felt like I was reading a frat boy email. It was kind of cool. Like,
and then at the end, he's like, "Let's do this. I'm so excited. Or I'm so hyped for it." And I'm like, I think that the 1 hour YouTube video was very entertaining. Like, even though it was Derek just reading emails, it was still like funny because I'm doing a workout and I'm listening to this, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, I highly recommend everyone go watch that video. It's very good. And then what else did he talk about? He really went through his day. He literally talked about even like, oh, at like 7 p.m. then I go play with my kids. And you know, we either play video games or we throw the football around and blah, blah, blah. Like, he's trying to give him like his day-to-day routine. So this whatever trainer can like really figure out like what and where to implement this new training style into. So definitely recommended. Like it just sounded so desperate because he was literally talking about, I walk on my rest days. I walk 12 to 13 miles per day on my rest days. I work out twice a day. And he mentioned that like in like 3 different emails. I work out twice a day, and they're really intense workouts, like really hardcore workouts, like CrossFit style, you know, like all that crap. So, and then then Derek had revealed the emails he had sent Derek, which, in my opinion, it's probably one of the stupidest things you could do. You could reach out to a YouTuber that literally exposes other bodybuilders if they take steroids or not. You reached out to this guy who is, at that time, maybe Derek wasn't as popular, but he was, you know, building his reputation. And you asked him for help, and then his assistant or another person within his company also reached out because Derek didn't respond to Liver King. So Liver King's friend or assistant, whatever it is, reached out to Derek. Hey, I'm not sure if you saw, you know, this guy, Brian. I think his name's Brian.
Yeah, Brian Johnson.
Yeah, Brian's email. He really wants to, he really wants to change his body and get help, like reducing body fat or something like that. You know, you can reach out to us here or give us a call, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this dude was desperate.
How long ago were those emails sent? Do you know?
I don't
remember. Know the time frame, but I knew it was a long like a period of time.
Yeah, it was a couple of years for sure, because he had set a year from now, I want to have gained 1 million followers on YouTube, and he said he had put in a bunch of money into marketing and all that.
Film crew at his house. Yeah, it was pretty much like that email already was like a business plan to a bank.
Yeah, a business plan, exactly. Yeah. But, so he wanted to attain 1 million subscribers by what, 2021 or 2022, something like that. Yeah. I don't remember the specific details. So I would say a year before that, like 2019, 2020.
And then he had mentioned, like when he even talked about the steroids, he mentioned that he was only on it starting. It was only like 3 or 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
So if I'm in his shoes, even after all of this has blown up, like, of course, you got to do the, I guess, confessional apology video, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I would, I guess, see, I wouldn't have went this direction to begin with, but I would almost pivot, and he should turn it into, like, keep doing the liver thing if that's what he wants to do. But show yourself before the steroid use. Use that as this is where I was. This is what because I've taken. This is like, it doesn't matter if you're on steroids or you're not. People like body changes.
Yeah.
Oh,
they love progress changes.
Yeah.
And like, that's a big market too. Like, even for people who are in the steroid game, like, oh shit, so maybe I could take this, and this, and it's going to help me. Like, that's what you want to do. That's what I would do if I'm exposed. Like, now we can just come out and start breaking down. Like, listen, this is what I think my most aggressive changes have been because of these, and these. I wouldn't take this. Like, now we can just turn into a freaking steroid.
Yeah,
guru.
It's like an education. Yeah, it's educational. It's just like, you know, people love certain bodybuilders like Ronnie Coleman. Everyone loves this guy. You know, he's such a down to earth kind of guy, but he's open.
Yeah, he was honest. He was honest.
He's helpful about it. He's like, you know, things that he'd recommend. Just Jay Cutler, things they'd recommend, wouldn't recommend because they've been there and done that now. Yeah, he's in the same position now where I just checked, he's got 1.7 million followers on Instagram. That's a huge, huge platform to go and educate people now, because now you're exposed. The spotlight is more so on you now than ever. Mm-hmm. So yeah, come out and make a positive kind of change of just the educational side, because as we spoke about before, steroids is a dangerous game if you don't know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And bodybuilders who were doing it in the 80s and 90s will come out now and say, yeah, it takes 20 years off your life, the amount that they did. So all he can do now is just try and turn it into a positive and be like, this does this, recommend this, don't recommend this. Just coming clean on everything of his experience. That's all. I think that's all we want is like, if you see a rich person and ask them how they did this, this, and this, they'd say, oh, invest in this, don't invest in this. This is what made me my money, my gains, just the same way as a bodybuilder would. So it's just breaking it down, I think, would be nice to his platform. I'm not going to listen to any of it because he's, for all that facade, I can't.
It's very characteristic.
Yeah, it seemed like he was, from the first time I heard about him, it seemed like he was a character on like WWF or WWE coming out talking about himself, third person, all that kind of stuff, and getting his kids involved and stuff like that was so cheesy. So yeah, but I think for his followers now, it'd be important for them to hear everything. Hopefully he'll do. I'm sure he probably will be pushed to do something along those lines, and keep your company, keep your, it's a good, like Paul Saladino, Carnivore King, basically, it's good all over, I think, to eat, nose to tail. It's, there's a lot of benefits, a lot of nutrients that you don't get normally. So it's definitely a good thing, but break down the other stuff.
Yeah, he has to take the elephant in the room and address the steroid thing, because if he essentially like tries to go but right back to what he was doing, then there's this awkward thing of like, dude, you're preaching something that we already know. You fucking, that's like walking out on stage and saying, hey, I'm going to make all of you $1 million, but first I need $100,000 from you. Then I will have $10 million and I will redistribute all this money back to you. Like, wait. The fuck? I don't know. I just go back to the very fact of like, people were very ignorant and gullible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, if I would love to talk to someone, like personally, who firmly believe like, no, this guy was straight clean, he didn't do a single steroid. I would love to meet someone, like, just see how they process.
I do not.
I just want to see how they process. Like, what else?
Scared.
What else can I get by?
Yeah.
What else are you believing?
Mm-hmm.
Lizard people?
There's Republicans. Oh wait, no, sorry. What?
Lizard people?
Your eyelids closed sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, Liver King. He's a character for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Character.
I'm just looking forward to the maybe a couple of years down the line, the Netflix documentary.
Oh, it's
once it all breaks down.
He's probably going to release his own like biopic or something.
Probably. It's going to be like Tiger King all over again.
Oh, Tiger King. He's still in jail?
I have no clue, actually.
Yeah. I didn't watch the second one.
Same.
I was like so into the first one.
Oh, there's a second one?
Yeah, there was a second one. And then it was just kind of like, I think it was just a hype.
Yeah, 1,000%. We were all in quarantine. You know what I mean? Like I don't think Tiger King would have done as well if we weren't in quarantine.
Oh, agree though.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I didn't watch the second one. I got the gist of it.
I know the guy that that shady guy that was on there. Supposedly he got arrested for like something, money laundering or something. I was like, no shocker there.
Yeah.
Still the greatest fucking thing was when he would, oh my God, when that girl or whatever stuck her hand and he ran to the shop just to put his fucking jacket on, and then he drops the ultimate one-liner of all time. This is, what is he? I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Oh my god, when he puts that,
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he puts that freaking jacket on.
Tiger King did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
dude.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I'll just show you the jacket.
Yeah.
I think it has a medic patch or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that poor girl.
Oh, that's the lady that had no arm?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Oh, it's just got a badge on it. Yeah, it's
Just a
got
badge.
fur neck. He literally ran in the shop to put it on.
A freaking character, man. What a character.
He was a character.
We should put Liver King and Tiger King in a room.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do like a reality TV show.
Wow, Tiger, Liver King, what do you think? Or whatever his voice is.
King of Kings.
You're subprimal. Tiger King. You're subprimal.
You're a beta.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You got subprimal tendencies.
his like, I guess persona would be the word, was comical to me. This Liver King. It's just comical. Like, even if I believed in his holistic approach, which it's not, I don't disagree with it 100%. There's a lot of it's like, okay, it's a little, a lot more advertising to it or marketing than it is, just what he preaches, whatever.
Mhm.
But like, man, it would be so hard for me to take like full seriousness from his freaking personality, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a persona. I just found the dude entertaining more than anything.
Very entertaining.
And then, you go into anything, you can really take something out of anything.
Mm.
But I never go in like, I'm gonna get advice from Liver King. Like, no, I just watch him because he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he is entertaining.
He's super entertaining on podcasts. Because I mean, half the shit he says is just like subprimal. Like, what is that, dude?
Ancestral tendencies.
Yeah, I'm like, come on.
Oh,
But I mean, he's definitely preaching good stuff. Like, I mean, mentally, like, you want to get your head on straight, but I never go into it, take notes on what Liver King's about to say. No. Yeah. Interesting guy, though.
might have to get some liver for next podcast. We need it raw.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
I won't be here next week, so you guys can do it.
Oh,
Let me
well.
know how it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's do it.
Gotta taste better than those oysters.
Ooh. Don't bring that back. Don't bring that back.
I
please.
did. I brought it back in the trash. Power through on the second one, though. I don't know why. Yeah, old Liver King. Well, what else we got going on? Life and such things. There was something I wanted to. I thought about this. Shower thoughts. You guys have shower? They throw random fucking shower thoughts. There was something this morning, and it's gonna come back to me because I'm gonna cripple the CTE. It'll come back. Short-term memory.
We have something, right? Didn't we talk about this at the gym yesterday?
Oh,
You
yes,
wanna
we
bring
did.
up?
We did. We were going to get the women's perspective last night, but we can't,
forgot.
we didn't, but we can because this is an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
This is an everyday
Yeah.
thing.
We might get some heat for this, huh?
Maybe.
No? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think from the men.
Yeah, not so much. No, not so much from the men.
Just for record, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you definitely do.
But
Runes can articulate it better than I can, so I'll let him.
Oh, Runes gets blood.
so
Oh God.
mainly women, younger girls in the gym. You don't know, obviously.
What's younger? Let's define that real
Yeah.
quick.
So I was speaking to a guy at the gym who's younger than me.
Oh, yeah, I am.
You are. But this guy knew like a girl who works out at our gym. She's like 14 or 15 or something like that. But she wears things that a 14 or 15-year-old should not wear in a public place. You're doing movements and all this kind of stuff. You're wearing, say Gymshark, Under Armour, these little like booty short compressed things and like small sports bras and all this kind of stuff. I mean, at those ages, it should not be. I'm not trying to say women shouldn't do this, but between those ages until you're like legal, I don't think it should be allowed in public places like a gym. But saying that, when they are of age, 18 up, and you're wearing something skimpy, it looks like you could wear a tube top and, small little workout pants. What is the reason you're bringing this into a public setting, into a gym? Is it for you? Is it for the attention? And if you do get attention that is, in quotes, unwanted, why would you wear that specific stuff if you know it's going to draw that attention to you? I'm not going to go out there in compression shorts, and kind of, like puff up my fluff
up the bag,
fluff up, pedo and a speedo. But if I feel comfortable in something and around people I don't know, okay, fine. And if someone looks at me a certain way, it's like I'm comfortable, whatever. This is what I'm wearing. I'm fine with it. But if a girl gets guys kind of like looking at her and stuff, I've seen videos of this where people get into altercations. The boyfriend calls someone out or something like that, or the girl will be like, "Can I help you?" And it's like,
that's so cringe to me. So cringe.
Walking in, not even walking into the gym, putting that stuff on in your wardrobe, in your closet. You own those clothes. You know what those clothes do to your body on the outside. You're gonna get attention. I'm not any kind of like, I'm not a pedo in a speedo. Bring that up, call back. But it's like, you look around the gym, you look at people, and it's like, wow, well, this girl's not leaving much to the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
But she might get pissed off if guys look at her, staring that's not cool.
Yeah.
But if if you're looking around and stuff and you see good physiques and this and that, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe work hard for that. But if I'm looking at that and then she comes at me and she's like, what are you looking at? It's like, am I meant to look through you? I'm not allowed to look at you, look
or
around
in that
you,
area.
In that area. If you don't want that attention and you're going to get pissed off if people are looking at you, what do you want me to do? What do you want the majority of the guys to do? Because it's like you are literally putting it out there in a shop window. And if something's out in a shop window, it's usually for sale. And not saying that if she has a boyfriend and stuff, that's cool. If the boyfriend's fine with that, they're comfortable together with that. But it's like, don't get pissed off at the end of the day if you're dressed a certain way.
Someone glances at
you, or someone, maybe even comes up to you. It's the gym is the same as a grocery store, is the same as a nightclub, same as anywhere you go. People are going to approach you, especially if you're dressed a certain way. You're kind of putting out something that's not available, but it's it's up for debate, should I say?
Yeah, like how guys are.
Yeah,
like women know how guys are.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the society works.
Mm-hmm.
With all that being said, you can wear whatever you want.
Exactly.
Right? You can wear whatever you want. You can eat whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But every action has a reaction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Going into the gym, if you wear the clothing you wear, if it's like skimpy or whatever it might be, people are gonna look at you. Instagram, half the things on Instagram are the things some of these girls are wearing in the gym. And guess what? On Instagram, they get a lot of likes. They get a lot of follows.
Yep.
What makes you think you're not going to get a lot of stares or glances your way when you wear the same thing at the gym? I don't think those outfits enhances your workouts whatsoever. So I don't understand why they wear these outfits to the gym. Like I said, you can wear whatever you want, but at the same time, don't expect people to be not looking your way, or guys specifically not looking your way when you dress that way. I'm just saying, it's just I don't understand it. Yeah, your body looks great, but I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. And they get so mad when you do. This has never happened to me. I've never just like stared or like fucking like no. I just like it makes me cringe a lot. I'm like, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable, to be honest. Like, it does. Maybe I'm like in the bottom percentile of guys. I'm like, yeah, you look great, but like at the same time, if I look a little too long, I'm the fucking creep. Even though I don't mean to be. Like, it's just like, I'm like, yo, that's cringe, man. Like, why are you wearing that? Why? You clearly, like Rooney said, you want the attention. Is that why you're doing it? Or because you can still look good in regular clothing. I'm just telling you can. Leggings, whatever, a hoodie even. Anything. Like, you don't have to show off your body. Like, do that at the beach. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But you can do whatever you want.
I do get the look good, feel good kind of
for sure
part of it, and especially if they've worked hard for overtime and they've had body issues maybe and stuff like that, and they've overcome, like they never wanted anyone to see them with a t-shirt off or something like that, and now they've worked hard. But just don't get pissed off at people for, is it maybe admiring, you admire someone who's in great shape, someone who's good looking, so it's all that kind of stuff, but then there's a creepy side to it, but you have to know that there is a creepy side to it. So there's a little bit of admiration there, there's a little bit of creepiness there, and then just like Aaron said, there's a little bit of people just glancing, not even giving a shit. They're just like, oh, okay. Fashion's a thing wherever you go as well, so it's like, okay, that's fashionable. They look good, feel good. Like, my mom was the same. Like, she
is.
She had to, match. She was all like into fashion and stuff like that. So I get that side of it. So if you have a matching set or whatever, fine, cool. But yeah, it's just don't get the where you can be pissed off because if you don't know, then you probably follow Liver King. You follow his rules because you are gullible, naive.
There is a fine line between like being creepy and like just glancing. Like there is. They need to be able to, I guess, figure what that is out. Like,
filter it out themselves.
Yeah.
I will say I feel absolutely 100% awkward whenever, like, after a lift, I'll just stand there and, like, I might literally just be, like, staring off, just, like, listening to music or something, and I'm just like, nah. And then I come to and I realize that I'm making eye contact with someone. I feel so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, head down. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to stare. Even if it's like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm just, like, staring off into wonder. But, I think I'll say about the Instagram thing, and I don't know how far off we are from this, but I think it's in our lifetime. You'll be able to like someone in every day. You're walking, and you're like, I see Rooney. I'm like, I don't know, I'm a wink, and he like gets a like. If that makes sense.
Oh,
his phone or something like that.
Oh shit!
I feel like that might be in our lifetime.
That'd be kind of cool.
Neuralink kind of interchanges with everything.
Every time you get a like, you
Interesting.
You get wider and wider. Go to the gym.
Yeah, you don't have to work out anymore. You just get likes, and you get just, leaner and leaner.
Andrew Tate likes in my sleep. So I get jacked.
So did something? I just want to ask: did something happen last night that brought this on, or was there a female that it was like, okay, don't wear that?
No, it's yeah, that's a good question. There were a few women,
just like always.
Yeah, just like always. There's always a few women that dress a certain way, and like as men, I don't want to, put us all in the same category, but like if I look that way, I'm a little cringe, but at the same time, like, yo, you look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, but damn, and in the same sentence, it's just like.
But the good thing is you're not just like, oh.
No, yeah. I'm not like, oh, sure. I'm like, I told him, I'm like, oh, this is like a problem. Like, it's just like, but you can wear whatever you want. Mm-hmm. It's just at the same time, don't get mad. Like he said, don't get mad, and don't expect everyone to not look at you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the underlying issue there is like you want people to look at you, and you want the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it is at the end of the day. You look great. You're killing it at the gym, but you ain't got to show it off all the time, man. You just don't.
Yeah, if you're doing a lift or any exercise and you're risking a nip slip or you're risking,
oh my god,
quite possibly
your coochie showing,
yeah, like full lip or something, it didn't enhance your workout.
No.
Like, I might be the most underdressed person at the gym. I look like a piece of shit sometimes.
Oh,
it's just the shittiest shorts with a hoodie.
I'm wearing a fucking hoodie every time.
But I am also super body conscious, so that's why I don't want to expose myself at all. And it's cold. Like I'm not wearing a short sleeve shirt and shorts to go to the gym to get out my core to go to because it's cold as shit. But I can't wear pants in a gym. It's just awkward for me to wear pants. But
shit, I wear a hoodie in the sauna.
But man, if you're risking that, it's like. That didn't enhance your workout. You don't have fucking shoulder reps and you're not maxing out on bench press. All right. But that, I will say that's one thing that was a big difference moving up here when coming to the gym when I came the first time, not the, long hiatus that I didn't go to the gym. When I first moved up here and started going to the gym, I was like, people wear different things here. Mm-hmm. Back to Louisiana. And it's also a fitness thing, right? Because not that many people are into fitness back in Louisiana. I'm not going to overanalyze, but it's a lower percentage than it is here. That's a fact, 100%. But yeah, when I first walked in, specifically that gym, we know what gym we're talking about. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
like, oh, wow! Like a friend of ours, we have an inside joke about there was this girl in red shorts, and he was hilarious because he about tripped because he was almost broke his neck to look at it. But he's also a goober and. He would never be
also a man, so
he would never be considered a creep because he's just charismatic, and the girl would probably laugh and have a great time with him. But it was funny because I got to watch him from afar, watch her, and he almost tripped, like he did the old jiggle leg, and like so it's an inside joke now, but like it's what she was wearing is like still to this day. It's like I knew that, I remember that girl. It's like holy shit.
It's I guess for me. Like I said, I'm going to preface by saying you can wear whatever you want. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand why you're wearing it. That's why I would love a woman's perspective of why certain women wear that type of clothing. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. So I would love to know. I'm open to a conversation.
Yeah. I would take from it that they probably feel good, that they look good. And just like when I used to never wear tank tops because I felt so skinny. I was always in pants and hoodies and stuff because I was 155 pounds and I felt like a skeleton back then.
That sounds good to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
But then, once I started gaining weight and stuff and I felt more positive in myself and I was like, oh, maybe I should buy a tank top and see how that feels. And then it's not, I don't want any attention or anything. It's just, when you're working out and you look at yourself in the mirror, it's not like, oh, look at me. It's like, wow, my muscles are actually doing things that I've wanted them to do. They're actually growing and ways I've wanted it to work. So it's kind of like, if I were asked the question of, why would I wear a stringer tank top or something like that? It's like, I've worked a long time for this, and when I go to work out, obviously you're the most pumped when you're working out and your blood is rushing into those muscles, and it looks different than when you wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror or something like that. It's just I think a positive thing for me from where I was, maybe 5 years ago or 7 years ago or something like that. It makes me feel good that I'm doing something right. And maybe the girl is kind of like that as well. They've either lost or gained weight, and it just enhances it. It's good for the brain. It's good for the mind. It's good for the spirit, probably, if they feel good about themselves. But I'd never get pissed off if someone said, why are you wearing a stringer or something like that, a tank top? Why are you wearing this, that, and the other? It's like, because I like it. So maybe that's the girl, but I think the girls more so get the pissed off kind of like creepy vibe kind of thing. And yes, for good reason, but at the same time, you have to know that's there.
Yeah, because 98% of men fucked it all up for us.
Yeah, that they did.
That's what happened. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
fucking creeps out there.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, and I will take all the heat from this. This is going to be a bad generalization. Said it. Boom. First try. It's kind of the elephant in the room. She ain't going to think you're a creep if you're attractive.
Oh,
if it's an attractive guy at the gym who looks good,
facts.
She ain't gonna call him a creep. Not a single day of the week.
Facts.
Yeah, I'll take all the heat for that. I'll take all the smoke. But if you're unattractive, you're a creep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 1,000% true.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and we're in the gym to better ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
To if we're on a scale, we're trying to get to that next point of attraction, right? That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. If you're an attractive guy and you're looking at her, she ain't going to think twice.
That's true.
And I'm going to avoid this to say any self-deprecating humor at myself. I'm not going to say anything. But yeah.
You're also not a creep. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, 100%. If it's attractive, he'll never be a creep.
Yeah.
That's when people romanticize 50 Shades of Grey. The dude was wealthy and he looked good. Though he can fucking, I don't know, do some weird bondage stuff. I don't know. I didn't watch the movie, but... Same thing with Jeffrey Dahmer. Not Dahmer. Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
A serial killer who literally mutilated women. But he had flocks of them going to prison writing letters. It's like, it's the same shit, right? Like, if you're attractive, you get an extra few points.
Mm-hmm.
You ask me, Ted Bundy, he's probably the top of the creep scale. Prey on women and mutilate them and kill them. Okay, well, that can't get worse than that, I don't think. Mm-hmm. But he's attractive, so he's not that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my maybe not so hot take. It's just no one wants to take that take, so I'll take it. Fuck it, dude. Like, if you're attractive, they want you to look. You're the person they put that outfit on, wanting you to look at me.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone,
it's that food chain.
Yeah.
Pyramid.
But God, don't we love them, huh? Can't live with him. Can't live without him.
Definitely can't. Can't.
It's I really was perplexed though. The first time I went to that gym, I was like, they wear this to work out? And like, let's be honest, there's some body movements that will expose something.
Well, there's that machine. Obviously, people won't know what we're talking about, but it's like if you're almost on all fours. And it's like a glute kickback. Above, like, so you're also almost like donkey kicking back. And I've tried that machine once, and it's you just feel so vulnerable. You're on all fours, and then you're kicking your back, your leg or your heel up to the air, and your head's down, and you're nicely positioned there.
You're just in a vulnerable state.
Even with pants on, I feel like, oh, this is. So if a girl has, they have these small compression booty short kind of things on, it's like just a little slippage. here or there.
And it's gonna get dicey.
Yeah. And you don't even have to be standing right behind them.
Oh.
You could be anywhere to glance around. There's the basketball court there, so you could just be watching the basketball and just see that. It's like, that's, if there's a creepy machine, that's it.
You know what's the funny thing? I thought about this. This has been weeks ago. I say the other day, but it's been a long time ago. It might have been at the gym. I had this thought. I kind of forget now what girls or women used to wear before leggings. You remember when leggings just got popular?
Yeah.
I don't really remember, like the Nike shorts and stuff. It was just shorts, but it wasn't like body molding.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Yeah. No, it was never like hugging.
But we've been in the legging phase for shit. I was in either late, like 8th grade or freshman year of high school. Is when leggings got popular.
Yeah.
So that would have been 2010 or 11. 2010 or 11 is when I was in freshman. So
maybe, the 10 to 15 years.
Yeah. 10 to 15 years is like, it was kind of weird, right? It's kind of like jeans.
Yes.
Even men's jeans too. Like jeans have changed over the years. Like
Mhm.
when we started wearing jeans, it was a boot cut, straight leg. And then we went to pretty much immediately to skinny jeans.
Yeah.
And then skinny has now adapted to slim to tapered, now to like an athletic fit, taper leg, but roomier thigh. Like, it's kind of weird how fashion evolves. But I was thinking about that. I was like, what did they wear before leggings? It's so weird. Like, what did a gym look like 15 years ago,
Yeah. Because it seems like everything was almost like unisex,
loose fitting.
You'd wear the same Adidas sweatshirt that the guy wears, or the same pants.
They had those Nike shorts that they had different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I could go back now. 15 years ago, what does the gym look like?
Because obviously I remember watching the 70s and 80s Arnold kind of stuff, but the women weren't so much in there. And actually, when they were doing those, what were those classes?
The Zumba,
like Zumba kind of stuff, and they'd wear like one piece with a headband.
Richard, what's his face?
Richard Simmons.
Yeah. And 1 and 2 and.
So, like, I don't know if they were
the wristbands and headbands. Yeah.
Like they're going to a rave or something.
Yeah, like the leotard on with the leggings. But those were like actual, I don't know what kind of leggings those were.
Yeah, I think they're specific.
Yeah, spandex kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 70s, 80s.
Yeah, and then like the old bodybuilders, they would wear like oversized things, and then they'd get the pump. They'd take the pump cover off and reveal and have the stringer, the little small stringer that would expose their nipples.
Yeah.
But they were just like giants, and they'd have like small shorts on and stuff like that. But predominantly, I don't remember what the women kind of wore.
Because I was in 10, 15 years ago, I was in a football complex. Like, we had a weight room, but it was all guys. It was all us on the football team. I didn't work out at a public gym.
Yeah.
To know what they were. And even once I did, it was leggings then. And even back then, it was leggings. It wasn't like the biker short kind of leggings they could wear now.
Do you think we're giving it, like 10 to 15 years, maybe, in that period? Since social media has come out, the clothing has changed. And it's more so body positive in a way, but it's more so exposure.
Yeah, more revealing.
Yeah. And do you think it's changed because of social media? Do you think without social media, we'd be where we are now, like with girls scantily dressed?
That's a good question.
Because obviously, like, if you watch the Olympics and stuff like that, they have to wear, certain type of clothing to not get in the way. It's more aerodynamic. It's, it's more comfortable to be in something like that. But to do a leg press or a squat or a hip thrust or a bench press, whatever, there's not really too much clothing that you could say, oh, this is this feels so much better
Yeah.
in this style of clothing. Like, I know when powerlifters, Olympic powerlifting and stuff like that, yeah, they don't want things that are gonna like pull. They want everything like nice and tight. I understand that. But even to running or something like that, you don't necessarily have to wear something that's body formed, unless you're on that stage in the Olympics or high professional. It's more so for me, the social media aspect of it is, I'm going to go and work out in these clothes, take these pictures in these clothes, get the pump or whatever you are, put it online and share it. That's more so what it's for. Then they're not going to go out to the grocery store dressed like that just because they're going to the grocery store kind of thing. I know the leggings thing, I get it. It's probably comfy. It's probably very comfy for women. It's like sweatpants or something like that. It's comfy. But you wouldn't go in those little like booty shorts and a sports bra and go and order you 10 pounds of meat at the meat market. I don't know. Social media is...
Yeah. I know we've kind of gone a little cyclical. Like we've gone back to, and I think this is also social media driven, or just internet driven because of, exposure to pictures of the time period, but like women's bikinis, that go back to the one piece. That was big. Was that 30s, 40s, something like that?
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like fashion is cyclical over time. Like we will always, because even a few years ago, we were talking about jeans. I don't think they lasted long. Excuse me. I don't think they lasted long, but the bell bottoms came back.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Like fitted till the knee, and then women would wear the bell bottom. Like that was, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah,
I don't think it lasted as long.
And like the mum jeans now, I suppose, where they're like higher waisted and they're kind of like paper baggy, kind of looky. That's like part of fashion now as well, I suppose.
Yeah, fashion is kind of like cyclical. It's not really linear.
No,
it's always
bringing
back.
Something back.
So what's the next style gonna be?
Reinventing something.
Jinko jeans.
Windbreakers.
Oh, dude, what does mine say?
Oh God, I remember I had a few windbreakers back in my day.
Yeah. I was young when that was still popping, but I don't remember what color mine was, but it wasn't Adidas. It was probably another brand.
I had like a laser blue, this kind of like Adidas one. It was so nice. Like I get about the windbreakers because it's like it feels like you're wearing nothing. It's so light, so lightweight. And I had like a mad one. I had this Nike one, which was like, it was a mad style, but I loved it.
Yeah,
I was a fan of the windbreakers.
Yeah,
I was.
I remember being as a kid. It was probably, I don't know, when I was 5 to like 8. Tommy Hilfiger was huge. Oh. Everybody wore Tommy Hilfiger. I don't know if it still is now. I don't really pay attention to fashion. It's one thing I'm terrible at. I don't know what's still in style anymore. I know, like, in the middle school, beginning of high school, Ralph Lauren blew up. Mm-hmm. Everybody had the polo shirt.
Polo was
Everybody
everywhere.
had the little polo shirt.
Mm-hmm.
V-neck or regular cut, crew cut. That was another one. Around that same time, Crocs blew up. Crocs came out. Crocs blew up, and then it felt like it went on a hiatus. And then, I don't know, Post Malone and some other people collab with Croc, and then they're just blowing up. It's like, oh my God, Crocs. I think I never owned a pair. My brother had a pair. I would put them on to go outside and do something, but I really didn't go in public with Crocs. I think that's, it's one of those unwritten laws.
Yeah. It's a thing now, though.
It is Crocs. If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. Crocs and
it's like a comfier sandal or something like that. Yeah. I couldn't. I don't know. I
can wear them in public.
Yeah.
I can't wear flip flops in public though. I don't care.
I can't. I don't like my feet. I hate my feet.
Dude, you're looking at the.
I know.
Flip flops are just
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be like, I'm gonna put them on with like gym shorts or like pretty much like this. I'll put them on and run to the store. Run out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some flippy floppies, but I'm not gonna go out to like a restaurant flip flops unless I'm on the beach or something.
Unless you're Jesus himself.
Then get those Jerusalem 12s. Yeah, fashion's interesting. Fashion is very, but then you watch like, I know on Instagram it's all the time, like the fashion shows, and it's these super eclectic, weird things. Like, wait, at what point? I'm just confused. It's kind of more like a walking art show.
Yeah, it's like when they come out with a manufacturers come out with a car style. They come out with 3 or 4 different models, and then they come out with the prototype, and it's like it's probably never going to be made because it costs them so much money, and it's stupidly like looks like a friggin' something from Mars, but it's like that takes all the attention. It's like, oh shit, that's cool. So when you have these models dressed in friggin' bin bags walking down the street like they've got 100-pound dumbbells in each hand, like looking like villains from movies, is that stuff? I don't see that stuff out. Like
no, like are
we
too poor?
Yeah, maybe.
Are we too poor? We're not living in the right place.
You have to go like 2 levels underground to go and find that store.
I saw a video the other day. It's like looking for an outfit for me and my best friend, and it was literally like, a women's like business suit, a women's business suit. It was that
kind of like the Hillary Clinton look.
Yeah.
But
the skirt. It was that, but they were sewed together, and it was 2 girls like in the same, like they were walking together. I was like, this is a fashion show. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't know. I don't get the fashion. Every time I think of the runways and fashion shows, I think of Zoolander.
Oh,
you ever watch Zoolander?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been years since I watched Zoolander. So what are you gonna do when he gets his boxers off or his Speedo? Oh, that was a good movie.
I remember there was a music video Kanye did a few years back, and it was like they were the people in it. They were kind of like looks like boxes. They were wearing these things, and they look like roadblocks or whatever it is. Just blocks. And then I think a couple of years later, on a fashion show, they literally had jackets that looked like blocks. You looked like you had square edges everywhere. And it's like, would you? And they're probably selling this shit for like $1,600 a jacket. And I've seen some stuff on social media like, is this a social experiment? Is, what these companies doing, selling the same pair of shoes that would be sold in Walmart for $16, but they're charging you $600. Is it some kind of social experiment, or is it just I have so much money that I just don't give a shit? Like, I don't get what it is. And I mean, obviously it's subjective, fashion and everything like that, but 99% of people would not wear that stuff. No. And if I guarantee you, if that stuff was selling at Walmart, you would not wear it. But because it's got a $600 price tag on it, that's why you wear it. You look like Sully from friggin' Monsters Inc., but you paid $1,000 for that sweater. So that makes it okay to wear it. It just doesn't. But someone wears a onesie from Target for $20 that looks like Sully, and it's like, oh, they've come dressed in pajamas. You look the same. You just paid how many more
800% more. Speaking of that, so this is running back for the Redskins. His buddy has this. It's now the Big Hat Company. That's real. It's not Photoshop.
Wait, no, that's real.
That's weird. That's real. They actually had him at multiple of the college games yesterday. Fans were wearing them. It's a Big Hat Company. No free ads, but I mean that's outrageous. I would never wear that.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Look like a hard hat.
Know what you guys are getting.
Shout out Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson. I saw it last night in the college game. There was like 5 dudes in a row, and like the first row, like where I was like, well, it sucked for the people behind you. Damn, yeah, Big Hat Company.
So like construction workers just sitting there waiting for something to fall on you.
We're talking about just get you up. I'm not sure if you heard, but it's like kind of like fashion cyclical. It always comes back to something. But yeah, I was like, that's what I asked Rooney. It's like, I wish, I'm sure there's pictures back. I don't know, it's going to be on like, Motorola's and stuff, but like, what does a gym look like 15 years ago? The fashion. Because like before leggings blew up and
the old Princess Diana look, she wore the high sock kind of things with like shortish kind of shorts, but she'd wear like a sweatshirt. And I think she played a lot of sports and stuff, and she was active. So that's what my mind goes back to for the 90s is like the Diana look back then. But I don't know because gyms weren't really popular in the 90s. So, I mean, social media wasn't there, so we don't know if they were fully popular or not. But it seems like since social media, gyms are now, the go-to.
It was the Zumba classes, the Pilates and stuff like that. Like
yeah.
Billy Bo, remember him?
Billy Bo
Tyson.
No.
He's the black guy who did the dance
dancing.
classes.
No, I don't remember that.
No,
Not
or
sure
the kickboxing or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And you got Ron. What's his name? Not Ron Simmons. What's
Richard Simmons?
Richard Simmons. Yeah.
All right, let's go, ladies.
With the headband, the full spandex. Oh,
Billy Bo Tie Bo. Maybe Billy Bo Tie Bo.
Okay.
I have to look this up after.
Yeah, fashion's interesting. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Even right before the gyms, I feel like popped up. Then you had your group exercise you buy, like the P90Xs. And
Insanity.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Beachbody.
Yeah, my mom used to do those
really?
in Malaysia. Like, get those VHS tapes.
Oh yeah.
And be like, "This is Eli. He can teach you how to move and he can dance." I remember that fucking video, man.
Have like a self-defense class. All right, we're gonna throw punches today.
Yeah.
Left, right, uppercut.
Yeah.
Oh man! Shout out to fitness, huh?
Shout out to
overrated.
You know what the sad concept of life is when it comes to fitness?
Let's hear it, John.
We have to dedicate hours and blocks of time of our life to go do stuff that people not that long ago did on a daily basis.
That's true.
Just to survive. Lifting heavy shit, moving heavy shit, chopping wood. Like we're doing shit to survive.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in a time in our life, in the life of people, that we have to dedicate a block to get back to that physical. It's so weird. That's weird to me. And people have abused it. People have not done that so well. But it's like that's crazy to me.
The way the lifestyle has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Now it has to be part of your lifestyle. Back then, it was not a question.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to do it to survive.
Like you go meet, fucking hillbilly Tom up in West Virginia, who's just living off the land essentially, and he's jacked. It's like, Jesus Christ, that guy's never seen a steroid in his life, and he's fucking huge. He's like, what does he do? I don't know. Fucking chops wood, moves concrete. I don't fucking know. Like, no, he just survives, and he looks like that. It's like, no, we have to dedicate a block of our life to look that way. And what is fitness? Is it probably $1 trillion industry now? At least hundreds of billions out there.
Oh yeah,
with the clothing companies
for
and
sure.
shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Lululemon's probably, I don't know what their evaluation is, but good God,
they were primal back then, John. They were primal.
Get out your subprimal mind and go primal.
Yeah, it is funny though now how the lifestyle has completely changed. Convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's not really, you can't put blame on anyone because it's just kind of how society has evolved. It kind of makes the future of society a little more scary.
Mm-hmm. You kind of have to force yourself to do things now, as opposed to, I don't know, just taking advantage of things.
And I feel like it hasn't been that long since it's like, honestly, the late 90s, early 2000s, that was my childhood. And we were outside every single day doing something, riding our bike. I told Aaron the other day, we had a old ferry that used to go across the bayou. And now all it is just like cement pier. So you'd go out there, and a lot of drug heads, we didn't know as kids, but a lot of drug heads go back there and smoke and do whatever they do back there, needles. I don't know. But from my house to that, you had to go over the overpass to go over the interstate, and like we would ride. It's probably like 6-7 miles. We do that round trip each day, and like, and even now it's like I don't see kids outside. Like we're not kids anymore, but you go outside. Like if they are now, it's a nuisance. Like, oh, they're making too much noise. It's like,
Yeah, shut the fuck up, kids.
The stupid shit we used to do. Like, shit got our ass beat.
No, these motherfuckers need to stay inside when I'm fucking here.
You're trying to drive, and all of a sudden a ball comes.
Yeah, I ain't trying to run over no kid.
Although I wasn't here for it, but apparently Halloween looked like.
Yeah, every goddamn house had a kid. I feel like it was a requirement to move into the neighborhood. I'm like, how many? I'm like, I had to go to the store and buy candy. And put that shit out.
You should have just like opened the bag and just threw it in the driveway.
Like
pick up your candy.
Pigeons.
No, I would have totally done that, but the neighbors were sitting out there,
Scatter.
Man, your neighborhood, it's an older neighborhood, not as many kids.
Yeah.
What type of candy y'all give them kids? Y'all do you get trick or treaters at your door, or do you put a table outside?
Oh no, I put a little
smart man.
Put the little
Bowl.
bowl, pumpkin bowl thing, and just
smart.
fill it up with candy.
What kind of candy? High protein, low carb.
Exactly. Yeah, livers, just slop.
Granola and whey. Yeah, they have to have a bowl. You give them a plastic bowl with it and just slop it in the bowl.
Some acai.
One scoop.
Yeah.
Only take one scoop.
Give a plastic cup. Help yourself.
You got your pre-workout. You got your whey. You got your BCAAs. If needed, you got your fiber supplement.
No free ads.
But yeah, no, the kids in our neighborhood, they're starting to build more houses. So there's a few more families moving in. But this morning, actually, when I was leaving for your place here, there's a kid out riding his bicycle at like 9 a.m. I was like, oh wow,
Dumbass.
Still do that?
wait, do you have a
Paper route?
yeah, like what? But it's back then it wouldn't have. It's normal.
No.
7 o'clock in the morning, you hear kids outside. I was a kid playing outside. 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah, a group of us we'd ride our bikes to this old softball field, and we just dick off at the softball field with baseball. I mean, our best friend growing up was like pretty much like a block away, so we'd ride our bike to his house and break the chair. And he had an empty lot that we should not have been playing baseball in, because there was a house in the back, house on the side, and the main highway in front. We'd play baseball, and like we'd catch one, and it's like, oh no, dink off the roof. Like, all right, we're done with baseball for the day. Old man Greg's gonna come out, whoop our ass.
That was the beauty, though, that back then you didn't want to hit that one, but when you did, it was like, oops. What's the story?
It's just memories.
Simpler times.
And I know I live in a different area than where I grew up, so maybe they're still doing it back. I don't think they are. Not to the rate we were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
No chance. I mean, we'd have a freaking posse on bicycles, man.
Yeah.
Thought we were a damn bicycle gang.
Y'all had a name for your squad?
No.
Squad.
No?
Did you ever put the was it a can or a bottle
on the tire, or clothespin and a cord, a joker cord, deck of cord.
Yep.
Put the clothespin on the spoke, so when your tire went around, brrr, sound like a motor.
I used to have spinners on my bike.
Oh,
Yeah, spinners on my bike. I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. They didn't really spin, but they look cool. They look like rims within rims.
Yeah, different areas we didn't have spinners.
Yeah, I had like the lights that you could put on you can screw on the tire.
Oh, the valve.
The
cover
valve.
thing.
Yeah, and then that light up.
Yeah.
And that in it, right?
Yeah.
But then my mom wouldn't let me ride my bike past 5 o'clock, so I could never actually see them light up.
Trying to think of the brand. I had a
Next.
Don't know. Was it Next?
I had Next.
The cool like skater-ish kind of one.
No.
Had pegs and stuff.
Mongoose.
Yeah, I got a lime green one for Christmas. Lime green mongoose, had pegs on the front, pegs on the back. Man, that thing had some miles on it. That was good days.
Were y'all like the leaders of y'all's like factions? Are we all just like riders?
Riders in this town. I mean, our house where I lived, we were kind of in the center, so everyone met at our house. So I guess you could
Oh, you
say
were like the leader?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, we're gonna go. Jack, my brother and I, Jack and I, we built this. This is the dumbest idea. So if you know anything about physics, which we didn't because we were 7 and 10 years old, you want to build a bike ramp. You can't just put 2 2x4s and a piece of plywood. Because as you go up the ramp, it's just
it's a
the
seesaw.
2x4s are the 2x4s are gonna fall. Dude, we built this ramp, and a couple of Jack's friends, because I would always hang out with his friends. They were older than me, and then one of my friends would ride his bike to my house, and they would hit the ramp, but they hit the ramp, they'd pull up to take the weight off the front wheel, so they get. I didn't know, dude. I caught that thing going 20 miles an hour, and my tire hit the ramp. I have to put my mic down. So my ramp's like this. And I was going. My tire hit the ramp, and it just pushed the ramp, and then it finally caught. But when it caught, my wheel didn't go up. It just fucking dude, head overhead, feet overhead. I fucking hit the asphalt, dude. And then I broke the ramp, and then of course I got my ass beat by my brother. So it was good. Shout out to Jack for that one. But yeah, we thought we were engineers. Designing a damn ramp. Wow, we did stupid shit though. God, nothing like you feeling like a savior because your boy doesn't have a bike. Like, don't worry, dude. Hey, get on the pegs. Get on the pegs.
Empty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Get on
the
the
pegs.
pegs, yeah.
The pegs with the lights.
Just can't pop a wheelie, otherwise we're going backwards.
I never had pegs on mine.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. No. I ain't gonna ride no one riding the back. Fuck that.
Only had pegs to give people rides. Never had pegs to grind or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm not
same.
a pro skater or anything like that.
Tony
I did get a
Hawk.
skateboard one time for Christmas. My godmother gave me a skateboard. Rode it about 3 times. By ride it, I mean I got on, slipped out from underneath me, banged my head. I'm not a skateboarder. Not a skateboarder.
Did like the Mike Tyson when he got on that what do you call it? What are they called? Those little hoverboard kind of things.
Yeah, the hoverboard.
He's like, oh, bong.
See, I can ride those fine. It's not a skateboard. I can't go sideways. I need to go front. That's why I can't snowboard either. Shout out to that snowboard in there. It is so
Front and back, no side to side.
yeah, not enough coordination.
Well,
Last segment of the day.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bala's got
The draft.
the draft.
So we're gonna draft our top 5 guests at a dinner party that we would like to have. Can be celebrities, famous people. No friends, obviously, just celebrities or famous people, philanthropists, whatever. I started off, then Runes, you were number 1 yet last time, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So you're 2, John's 3. My first one, this is a hard one, man. There's a lot of good people out there to have. It can be past or present.
Live or dead.
Live or dead.
Okay.
Live or
Oh,
dead.
yeah. I like it.
I'm gonna go with Gandhi. This is my first choice.
Oh, okay.
Going Gandhi. Yeah.
That changes the game. My mind went way too small.
It can go anywhere.
Jeez. God.
Can I take Jesus Christ? Or no?
Damn, motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you-
second.
No, you can take that.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
No, it's heaven. Well, you can take him, Saint Lucifer.
I don't know if I want to go that far back.
That's my oldest one. I'm not.
Yeah, what the hell?
The first caveman. Adam. I want to take Adam.
Yeah, no one wants to eat.
Yeah. Question him, why the fuck did you pick from that tree?
Oh, that's a tricky one.
All of mine are going to be probably a lot closer. I'm not going to go.
Yeah,
I just had to say
Gandhi
that
was
for
like,
funny.
no. Yeah, Gandhi's probably the oldest guy.
My first one would be Winston Churchill.
Oh, okay. I like that one. That's good.
So John goes after me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you got
so-
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I fucked up the order.
And one more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dinner party. Need some comedy. He's personally one of my favorite actors of all time. So I'm going Chris Farley.
Real? Wow.
Yeah, I love Chris Farley.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Tommy Boy. And he's dead.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was a great one. It
He
was fantastic.
Great. That's when Saturday Night Live was actually hilarious.
Mm.
And a van down by the river.
Runes.
Second. So I've gone kind of like a political one for the first one. I suppose probably just for me, no one else would choose this. But I think he was a genius of a coach. And I think coaching goes far in kind of, it goes further than sports or anything like that. Sir Alex Ferguson,
Okay.
probably the greatest coach of all time. I think he'd be a very interesting guy outside of sports.
Yeah.
So Sir Alex.
I got back-to-back here.
You do.
I'm going Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Dave Chappelle will be my second. I mean, dude's got just jokes upon jokes. And then this is a biased pick as well for me. I'm going Tom Brady as my third pick.
Mm-hmm.
PB.
So I got Gandhi, Dave Chappelle, and Tom Brady. Come on now.
This might surprise some people. Going to Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
Oh, I like that pick. Yeah.
A little comedy
A
action.
little too early of a pick, but I like it.
Never too early for Jesus Christ.
No.
There's so many people to choose from. But number 3 is going to be Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh,
Shaq
that's
Daddy.
a good one.
Shaq Diesel.
Shaq.
DJ Shaq Diesel.
Nice.
You got another one to follow that up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I go now?
Mm-hmm.
Dinner party. It's gonna be a funny dinner party. It is what it is. Zach Galifianakis.
Okay.
Jesus is gonna save us.
I'd love to see.
Jesus, Chris Farley, Shaq, and Zach Galifianakis. I'm gonna throw a curveball for that last one.
I like that one actually. Probably because I listen to him so much, and it's got to be Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Has to be.
A good one.
I was thinking about using them too.
I think the main reason would be for the people at my table. He would probably have the best questions out of nowhere that no one else would
people.
ask, and it would bring out so much more. So yeah, Joey Rogues.
I got 2 here to end it on my end. I'm going with The Rock. Rock would be my 4th.
If you smell.
And then to throw a little drama in the dinner party, I'm gonna go ahead and invite Giselle.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and invite Giselle.
Is Antonio Brown the server? Throw a little more drama. I like that. I like that.
I'll get a little. Dave's gonna go at it. You know, Dave would fucking have a field day with that.
Just say, tell me fucking right away. What's going on?
Dave would have a field day with that.
Who is the main receiver? It's my final pick.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to put a female in there as well because we need perspective here. You know, it can't just be a round table of meat. But I don't know who.
Megan Rapinoe?
Bloody calm down. Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh, well, yeah.
That could work.
Yeah.
Why not?
Nice.
Jenner?
Why not?
Nice.
Caitlyn Jenner.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like your female perspective.
John,
And I
close it out.
Yeah, I wasn't going to take it. But I don't know. Another female said want besides one to stare at. And let's be honest, Margot Robbie's not going to like this poor group party. So I'm going to go with keeping it all men. There's 2 people. It's only because I love their voices. One of them. Very relevant for last night.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to go Bruce Buffer.
Oh.
Let's get ready to eat. I just loved him announce my steak one time. And now serving a 12-ounce ribeye with a loaded baked potato on the side and a Caesar salad.
All the way from the farms of Louisiana.
By way of Montana. Oh, God.
The undefeated.
Got defeated once. That's why we're eating her.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Who you got?
So, top 5. For me, it would be Gandhi, Dave Chappelle, Tom Brady, The Rock, and Giselle.
Solid. That sounds like a movie, kid. Dwayne Johnson saved Tom Brady and Giselle's marriage. And going back in time and using Gandhi as a quote.
In the breakup plan.
Well, they don't know they're all in an oven getting roasted by Dave Chappelle. It's like the Truman Show and Dave Chappelle is God.
Y'all motherfuckers crazy.
Wearing his freaking jumpsuit.
Mine was Winston Churchill, Sir Alex Ferguson, Ricky Gervais, Joe Rogan, Caitlyn Jenner. It's gonna be interesting.
English heavy there.
Joe's gonna be like, "Why are you a female?"
What is a woman?
Did he have her on yet?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I felt like he did, but maybe not.
I don't think so. That would be an interesting one for sure.
Mine was Jesus Christ himself, Chris
that
Farley,
wins right there.
Shaq, Zach Galifianakis, and Bruce Buffer. Bruce only for his voice. I almost went Morgan Freeman. That's a great voice for him.
How did Gandhi spark Jesus Christ?
When you,
That's
I don't know.
bullshit.
You went Gandhi. I'm like,
That's some bullshit.
And when you said alive or past, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
First, my head went Moses. Like,
Yeah.
who wants Moses? Burning bush.
What
All
was
right.
that burning bush?
Apparently, it was some kind of, I don't know.
All right, that wraps up episode 25 of the draft.
25 cents. Everybody have a great week. Stay tuned for next week's show. So we will have a guest of sorts.
Guests, hopefully.
Yes. Daddy will be out of town.
The jelly filling will have to be filled.
Well, it'll be
Yeah, we might need to get a replacement for you for the next couple of weeks when you go out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll put in some.
I got some feelers as well.
Good.
Got one that'll that should be able to make it.
Oh.
If he gets outside of his box.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You listen to the show. Be prepared. I will ask you this week.
I'll put some ads in the paper. It'll be fine.
You guys have a quick quarter here? You know what that is? Quick quarter?
Mm-mm.
It's where people sell their used shit in the newspaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like the
It's like a Craigslist.
Craigslist in the newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah, don't have that.
All right. It was a good week. Good pod. Shout out to Netherlands for, taking down US of A. It was a good run, round of 16. Looking forward to 2026 and watching games live.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good one. We are out. Bye, YouTube.
Well, France.